me to change, they want me to change, but I ain't changing. Nah, I remain the same.
Oh shit, my bad. And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you in concert with A Beautiful Machine magazine, as well as the mighty Nerd DJs Radio Network. Y'all already know, week after week, minute after minute, year after year, we only rock with legends around here. And this gentleman is in rare air, because we rarely bring people back for another conversation. But this dynamic motherfucker, one of the greatest singers in the history of lips and vocal cords, Deep is in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, rare air is crazy.
That's a new one. I've been working on that one, bro.
I'm using that one. Rare air. Rare air. I like that. Yeah,
Yo, what's going on, man? How's life, man? How's the family?
Man, life is life. The family is surviving. We're maintaining. It's been a rough year, man. It's been a rough year. Like, things are happening on the good side, but I gotta also say it's been crazy outside. We see what's happening in the political landscape. We see ICE out there acting up in these streets, and it's been a lot of death in the family. But I think that we're in a very unique season right now, and so we navigating. We surviving. We're not scratching and surviving. We just surviving and we're thriving. You know.
Yo, for the most part, man, black people, you know, and we've been through this, bro.
Be resilient
forever.
We're resilient. We know what to do. We know what this looks like. I do think that a lot of let me say it differently. I'll say the younger generation has forgotten, or maybe they didn't know. Maybe the information wasn't passed. I think, you know, they may be products of we have overcome and we really haven't. It was a ruse, you know. So for those of us that kind of experienced some things, or we had the opportunities to talk and learn from our grandparents and things like that, we know what this is, you know. But that's also why I think it's on us to make sure that we standing 10 toes down and, like, you know, passing the knowledge, talking to the next generation, and standing and representing something.
Yeah, I tried, man.
You do, I see you. You're doing it.
These niggas don't listen, bro.
Yeah, they listening, Doc. They listening.
Although, to be fair, I didn't listen either.
I don't know.
I did not listen. No, I did not. I would legitimately be a millionaire if I had to listen to, like, my uncles and my cousin back in the day. I've been a nurse since I was 19. And I was just making money and buying pussy.
See, and I
it's pretty much what I was doing, bro. I'll be honest.
Hey, that'll cost you. That'll cost you.
Absolutely.
That'll cost you.
Buddy.
Yo, you know, I was the first in my I'll say hemisphere that was doing what I was doing. So I didn't have a playbook, because I wish I had. I was one of them. I would listen. If you told me it was hot, I believed you. I had that easy, man. I don't need to see if it's hot. You burnt yourself. I'm cool.
Oh no.
I had to figure a lot of it out myself, you know, and but it is crazy. Some of the things that I heard, even though when I heard them when I was younger and they wasn't applicable to my life at the time, now that I'm a little bit older, I'm starting to be able to say, oh, that's what they were talking about.
What was the first one you was like, okay, I get it now?
Oh, yeah. Keep on waking up. Keep on going to sleep and waking up. It's going to make sense later. Man, listen. Time teaches you. Time teaches you. Oh, I know a big one. All right. So we have this whole thing that everybody say everybody can't go. I've been saying it for years, and it's been popular. Like, now all of a sudden, like, oh, everybody can't go. But that's an easier thing to just say when it's just all fun and games. You know, when you're growing up, you got a lot of friends, a lot of people. Y'all haven't went through life enough for the numbers to dwindle down. And it wasn't until, like, the past couple of years, as I start elevating and wanting different and wanting more, we'll just say different. I wanted different, that I started realizing, like, for real, you really don't get that many friends in life. You may know a lot of people, and you may even be in a position that you know a lot of people, are getting introduced to a lot of people. You may be popular, but that doesn't make them your friends. That's one that I'm learning right now, bro.
Yo, and Facebook specifically has watered down the definition of friendship so much, is sickening.
Yes, sir. Because you could do it with a click. Oh, that's my friend.
And I know somebody for 4 days at work, and we friends. No, you're not. I had a boss one time. She asked me, well, you don't trust me? I said, no, bitch. No. Why the fuck would I trust you?
See,
What's
see,
my
see,
Where do I live at?
see,
Why would I trust you and you don't know those two things?
see.
Work, man.
Well, they kept saying, I think they injected this lie for a while that you can't do business with family. You can't do business with friends. Like they've injected this lie that you're not supposed to trust friends and family and people that would know that information about you or do have any type of tenure or any other tie to you. But since it's been injected the thought that you can't trust them, I guess the opposite would be that you're supposed to trust a stranger. I think if that's what they're telling you.
Like working with your family, and the reason being, I don't know if it's a trust issue, but it's first off, I know me, and I know I'm going to give you chances that you don't deserve. Not only that, when you fuck up, because we're family, you expect me to give you a chance that you don't deserve. So I don't know if it's like
I think when I look at some of the big, bro, when you think about some of the biggest examples of success in just this country alone, we could go to the world, or we can go even more expensive. It happens with people working with friends and family. It just does. We look at the biggest families in this country, the Rockefellers and people. These are family.
Yeah, but the white folks different, bro. They don't care about each
other.
They don't care. Like they will literally bankrupt their brother and show up at Thanksgiving like ain't shit happened.
Because they know that there's a plan set up. See, bankruptcy isn't the end for them.
I don't mean it in a good way. I mean, like they will fuck over their kinfolk. Like if you snitch on me, you're not showing up at any function, bro. Like, and I don't know what happened. I think you got a telephone call.
They use that as a tool.
They do. White people don't anybody.
We don't use that as a tool. We got a lot of do it on your own. That's not working. Look where we at. It's 2025 and all of that do it on your own, sleep when you're dead and all of that bullshit. That's not served us well. It was a lie. That don't work, and it's deeply ingrained. Now, here's the truth of the matter is I don't think you should do business with people that are in a season of lack. And unfortunately for us that are Black, majority of us are operating from lack. So therefore, you're not able to operate without moving from a mind of scarcity. If you don't have, it's hard to really think about building, because building it has to come with some type of foundation, and we don't have it. We're playing a game that we was never given the tools to. We learn how to shuck and jive for a yes for them that ain't nothing but a yes for a very small part. So now you got that proverbial seat at the table and you don't know when to get up and go build your own. And because you don't have anybody else that's going to build with you, aka your friends and family, they're not in a position, you're not really in a position to help them be in position. Like y'all really can't build again. I think it's hard. But I will say some of the best, most successful things I've ever done was because somebody extended a friendship. A hand. Somebody that's extended a familiar hand. Like I just did a show in Houston on October 9th. And I dropped this project called Birthright on my birthday, September 4th, right? And I felt it only right to go to my birthplace and do this show. And it was so dope because I did it on a Thursday where people typically don't come outside.
Right.
And, great show up. But I was able to see the difference between people that are family by title and people that are family, yes, by title, but also by their actions and their ability to show up. There were some people that couldn't afford a ticket.
Yeah.
But they also weren't comfortable letting me know they couldn't afford a ticket. There were some people that dealt with the comparison issue and then whatever the other reasons they were at. But I gotta say that room was filled with just love and people that have supported me from so many different sectors of life. And most importantly, there was a table of 20 in front of me we call them the Dixie Street Gang, which is on the project. I got a song on there. It's called Pharaoh Dixie, and it speaks to that. It talks about a time where family was that thing, where family was what it took to build it. When we look at these things that were like taken away from us, we think about Black Wall Street. Those were Black families working together. Man. Matter of fact, when you think about the people that was transported here against their will, all they had was each other, and it wasn't necessarily their brother or their sister. It was just somebody else Black. That was in the same shit that you was. And because of that, that was enough for you to say, I have to trust you. I
Yeah.
don't have 2 weeks. We don't even speak the same language, but what we do know is we over here, they cleaning shit off of us. They're cleaning period off of us. Some of you have died, pee, shit, like all of this. They're cleaning that off of us, and all we got is each other, or we getting beat by them. We have to depend on a decision of connectivity.
Yes.
And I think that that's something that's us, and we've forgotten it.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if we've forgotten it, but we've been taught to forget.
Facts. Valid. That's
No.
valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
How has it changed you, like musically, the political spectrum over the last couple of years?
Okay. You say we just jumping in there, huh?
Well, you said you had a lot of shit to say. Let's talk about it, bro.
I do. Y'all put the praying hands up there. I said, well, I hope they know I ain't coming to pray. Shout out to Karita.
The best manager in the galaxy, by the way.
You know I was gonna roast you, girl. You know what? We so divided because the moment that urban music became popularized, it added a monetization concern first than what music was supposed to be able to do. We use music to tie together. We use music to inspire. We use music to pass messages. We use music. It's known as a universal language. So that's how we communicated. You know, even when we didn't want Massa to know what we were saying, we communicated by way of song. And so I think that if you was to study somebody, and let's just say if I put my other cap on and I was studying what makes them so resilient, what makes them so powerful, what makes them so black magically dope, I would realize that power, it was within their unity. It was in their way of being able to come together like these times and say, go next door, I lit the barbecue pit, yo, and make them calls down the block and people bring stuff out their freezer and you put it on the pit because we lit the pit and then everybody on the street gonna eat. And these, they went in and this one made the macaroni and cheese and this one, don't you make nothing because your house not clean, just you bring some paper plates or something like that. You know, like we knew what it was and we all stood in our role.
That's horrible.
That's what it was, right? So take that and bring that to the music industry. You now say, okay, I'm going to give you money that will change your life. So you have your people that are your creatives that are taught, go hone your craft. Go become a thing in your city. Go work on it. Go sing in them churches, sing at them local clubs and them local bars so that you can get through the test and filtration of your community to be approved as somebody that they all say, yes, he or she is somebody that we believe should represent what it is to be born in this city and to be a performer, to be a singer, right? So now you go. Now, allegedly, or what used to be, the people that understood business, they were on the business side and they had a relationship. That's why you had that A&R that was a scout that will go around to the communities. Again, listen, they actually went to the communities to see that thing that you can only find and feel in person.
Yeah.
You can't find it on social media. There's no way to know if somebody really has the it factor because they posted a funny 90-second clip. Well, once you do that, and now you've told these people that are on, working for these labels, working for these institutions, hey, you have to do X amount of things. You have to sell and make this amount of money in order to keep your job. You no longer get to move in just a space of communal integrity. You don't get to move just based off of who's the dopest or who has the most impact. You start saying, oh, what sells? And remember, we've been hearing for years, sex sells, bullshit sells, trauma sells. So that's all we have. So now you have a complete disconnect from people that are creatives based off of their passion, right? And people that are now charged to monetize and open the platform or make a platform or place them on a platform for their monetization. It costs more to make a star than to make a viral moment.
Yeah.
It doesn't make business sense, but what it does make is community sense. It makes cultural sense. And what's so crazy is while we keep chasing what we see white folks doing, we ignore the part that we want to ignore. I ain't never seen nobody in the industry put anybody up close to challenge Taylor Swift, Adele, Sam Smith. We don't see it happening.
You don't think Beyonce?
Hell no. Who challenging them? Nobody. But week after week, we got a new black artist that's supposed to be the next so-and-so. They're the next.
Oh, I get what you mean by challenging.
We won't give them a chance to really just hold a space to grow and become. We don't have that. So I think that now you have people in position that are, scared about losing the comforts of the seat at the table that they were given.
Yeah, facts.
And so they won't do nothing different. And I think that the powers that be automatically are saying we're not going to elect or platform certain people that may be intellectually petty.
Who's got a perfect voice, dead or alive?
Nobody. And that's what makes them dope.
Really? Nobody?
Nah, bro. We like the raw. We like Marvin Gaye when he crack and do the thing. We like Donny Hathaway when we hear the decrescendo, not crescendo necessarily. We like it. There's something really, really dope about the imperfection. See, when you get into perfect voice, they have a new name for that. That's called AI. See, the AI artists, they don't miss because they're programmed to be perfect. The true connectivity is the raw.
Is there anything musically from the AI world that you do like?
Oh yeah, man! It's this new AI version of "Move, Bitch." You heard it? You seen it? It's viral.
I have not. But did you see the Scarface one? Seen the Man Die?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, nigga, that's crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna have to share links to these ones because when I saw this, I did this other show, man, and the host asked me, they played a game and they played a song, an AI artist, and then they played a regular one. And I guessed it correctly. They wanted me to guess which one was the AI version, which one was not. Now, what I will say was interesting is that the AI songs that are getting traction, ironically, they're all trying to make soul music.
Yeah.
That says something about
Absolutely.
who they're trying to replace.
Facts.
Because it ain't hard to remake a Britney Spears song using AI.
Are you disappointed? Let me ask you this. Are you disappointed in Timbaland for putting out an AI artist?
Yes. Only because I think he has the right to explore and stay relevant and see what's going. Like, do I think that Timbaland is the reason why AI is stronger? That's argumentative, but I will say that there's so many young producers that look up to Timbaland, and so if he could do it, why not we? Right?
Which is crazy. It's like why are people promoting their replacement?
Relevance, trying to get the clicks, trying to, we programmed, like you said, man. Like, think about it. The other half of my disappointment is this: Timbaland has the ability, the credibility, the clout, the finances to go out there and find the best talent in the world.
Facts.
And so to opt not to do that, even simultaneously while programming this machine, is crazy to me. It's a disappointment because we look to him as an innovator. We look to him. He represents a group of musicians and stuff during a time that dare to be different.
Yeah. It's lazy.
It's lazy. And especially when the lyrics are like, check my breathing. Your breathing? Can you feel my pulse? Your pulse? What?
I never would have envisioned somebody who was so far ahead of other people sonically in a lot of ways to give that all up for $1 by just making some. I don't even know if he's making the beats or whatever, and I don't trust that he's making the beats, even if he says he is.
I'm not in the room, so I can't say that, but I will say this: when the last time Timbaland been in a conversation? So I think it's
although YouTube
is the conversation, bro.
I think YouTube has ruined the mega producer. That's
what I'm saying. It's two sides of the conversation. Think about it. Yeah, you have somebody that was ahead of their time, cool, but that means that every plug-in, every free Fruity Loops beat that you can find, they've used these people that were ahead of their time, the Pharrells and stuff, as their prototypes to create it, right? So that's often hard once everybody starts duplicating what you've done. But then also think about the natural progression of next, what was supposed to be the next thing, the Berry Gordy's and stuff, how they went from this to mogul and this to mogul, right? That only happens when there's conversations, and that's the point of this project, Birthright. We've forgotten how to elevate and keep our own relevant. Truth of the matter is, We are more mad that he's working with an AI artist instead of being mad that we've not kept him relevant. We haven't done our part. We're not talking about him. We're not honoring him. We're not honoring none of these folks. But dare you step out and do something that now all of a sudden you are part of the problem. Two truths can exist. That is disappointing, but I'd venture to say it's very disappointing that we can have living legends that we won't even give them legendary status right now, because the only way that you can make legacy and make legends is if you're talking about them.
Yeah, but what part did he play in that? Like he hasn't put out as much product as he used to by far. The whole versus thing, it didn't go like him and Swiss really like took some PR hits with the whole versus thing the first go round.
They did. Trying to stay relevant.
Exactly. But so
relevant.
He's had some missteps because there are other people in his age group. Nas comes to mind immediately who have flourished.
Have he?
Oh, absolutely. Like Nas,
for the general public.
I mean, does that? I mean, for a chunk of the general public, enough of it where currently, dude has put out I don't know how many albums over the last couple of years that have all done well, like in this era.
I don't know, bro. I mean, we looking at even right now, if they was out for a couple of years, an album release last year a couple of years. It's kind of sad that legends have to put out albums every couple of that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like the truth, I mean, we just rest in peace D'Angelo, but he put out 3. You shouldn't have to. If you are, in fact, a musical genius, it's not about, like, that's what I'm saying. We keep trying to fit into today's silly little expectation that I'm supposed to drop a single every month.
I mean, I'm not saying you need to drop a single every month, but you can't be Lauryn Hill either.
Why not?
Because first off, show up to your fucking shows. Secondly, bruh, how many
Lord be at us shows. Lord be at us shows.
I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna let you do her like that. You know, I think that just too many people have access to the internet to put things on the internet.
Yeah.
Let me say it like that. Because Sade don't do that. Sade pop out when she want to pop out.
That is true, but Sade is not relevant to today's society.
So then you got to go into the conversation of what's relevant and what's not. For Sade, she probably would think she is. And when she did announce that there was something happening, or whenever there's rumors that something is happening, they come out the woodwork.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of niggas that look like me.
Not necessarily.
I'm not seeing some 15-year-old telling their daddy, I want to go see Sade.
Well, that depends again on where you at.
Oh, I need to know where on the planet. Shout out to that 15-year-old. Who, matter of fact, shout out to your parents who have raised you.
Because that's what it is.
Oh, phenomenal. What it is.
I didn't grow up, I wasn't the age of the Temptations and Patti LaBelle and all stuff. Shout out to my aunts and them that played it.
I got you.
It's not their job to go and seek it out. It's not their job as the creative to have to, now let me make something for the 15-year-old. We're not supposed to be on the same wavelength. If I'm making music that a 15-year-old love, yo, nigga, I need to grow up. The fuck? Like, what are we talking about? My song's supposed to get on the 15-year-old's nerves. Like, that's the problem. We're pandering to this social media culture that most of my peers in my age group aren't on.
Yeah.
So now you're not creating something that, what happened during pandemic? The songs that was popping, people didn't even want to listen to, because who want to listen to that locked in your own home by yourself? We wasn't doing the things. Now, right now, we had one of the craziest times in our culture, and we still got people putting out songs just about fucking.
Well,
you gotta know when to pivot. An artist's job is supposed to be able to create art. It is a specific imprint of what was going on during the times that artist was a creator.
But you can't be artistic about fucking though.
We don't need no more art about fucking. I'm not saying it don't have to exist, but the last thing that you need to be doing on November 4th is fucking. You need to be voting.
Then go home and fuck. Celebrate.
And then so give me both songs.
Like, I'm with you on that.
Give me both. It's not an either or. It's but we only give this.
Yeah, and you know what? Fucking may be strong because I don't want no sexy red shit.
So then there you go. So now, only give me fucking, but give me this type of fucking.
Yeah, I want classy fucking, you know.
And what's classy fucking? It's already the word fucking. Fucking ain't even classy.
Well, it's like, okay, well, you know,
I want to make love to you, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to motherfucker singing in the rain and in the desert video making love shit. You know, I don't need Lil Kim, the raunchy Lil Kim, or Sexy Red or Sukihana type of shit. It's a bit much.
But there are some. Do you think about how many women say, yo, I became sexually liberated, that men have benefited from, because now there's a sexual freedom. I remember when growing up, it was only one girl that in the whole school that gave head, and she was considered nasty.
No, it was more than one.
I'm talking about that was known.
Right.
Bro. You know, it was that one girl that everybody know. Oh, you know, she, and it was a thing. That was taboo when I was younger. Then
right,
as I got
older, 37 kids. That didn't work out well.
And it didn't work out well. Now, as you're getting older, though, there's a freedom there that there's not that shame with that, and so we benefiting when we fucking. The point is that there's some music for everybody, and we're not making enough music for everybody. I'm not mad at the people that need a Lil Kim. I'm not mad at the people that need a Sade. But what about the people that need deep? And they don't have access. There's no exposure to them. They're sitting up there saying, I've had a brother come up to me in Houston and say, man, your money's not good. He's a bartender here. Mm-hmm. He said, your song characteristics helped me get through a divorce. I was like, yo, that was a toxic song, bro. That was a toxic song, but I'm glad that it got through. It was toxic. But I'm glad, you know, and these are real stories, bro. And I'm just like, yo, you know, it's those moments that you realize that what you do is for an audience. However, we're in a day and age, and we're releasing music on platforms that will prevent us from connecting with our audience, and sometimes that's what kills the creator. And I also think that that's what makes them do some things that they otherwise wouldn't, aka Timbaland. I can't say what his why is. I haven't had a conversation with him, but I think that when we think about relevance and why isn't he putting music out, you don't just stop creating music because you run out of inspiration. A lot of times there's a lot of things that have changed in the game. Yeah. Most of the people that Timbaland was working with, Missy ain't putting music out like that.
No. Damn, Missy ain't put out something in a long time either.
And I went to a tour last year, and it wasn't last year, this year in New York, in Brooklyn. Barclays, Missy, Buster, Sierra brought out Lil Kim, and it was dope. Guess what, though? As soon as we let out, everybody started thinking about as many people that was in there, how he's going out. There was no fighting, was no issues. And we thought about it, how Buster's music, Missy's music, Sierra's music, it wasn't about discord.
Yeah. It's hard to fight to a Missy song, bro.
Like, but if yo you know,
yeah. Don't I can't stand the rain. Oh man, I love that song.
You know, the whole spot is.
I mean, but also niggas is all like either pushing 40 or 40 in the audience, bro.
Oh, not in that audience. No, sir.
Really?
No, sir. No, sir. And I was invited as a guest. That's a very popular social media star. Not our age group.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. So when you make timeless music, I'm just saying that I keep seeing in this chat, start the conversation, and that's just coming to my mind, bro. Like, the conversation that's being held on these quote-unquote public popular platforms, that ain't even a conversation. That ain't even real. That's not real. You mean to tell me somebody that got 137,000 followers that lives in the same city as I am, I don't even know their name or what they look like? Some stuff don't even make sense, but based off of that 137,000 followers, they can go in there and get the deals or the respect or the opportunities that I can't get, and I got a resume that's ridiculous. It's not a real conversation, bro.
Hold on. You know somebody getting paid with just 137,000? Because I'm not making shit, and I got more than that.
Paid.
I'm not help a brother out, because I got damn near 200,000. I'm not making shit.
Well, ask me how many I got. 28 on Instagram.
And you getting paid?
No, I get paid for me being me, but I don't get paid because of no followers.
Oh, I didn't get paid because of the what the fuck?
It's how you platform it. It's what you talk. First of all, the name of your show is already an issue. Intellectually petty. That says you's a smart nigga. We ain't platforming on smart niggas. Well, we intellectual. He knows he says intellectually. We're not gonna green light him, I tell you. Like
damn.
that's what's going on. You know, you gotta think about what it is. And yes, I've known these people. I've known these people for this ain't when it first became a thing. That's why they started calling micro influencers, because they realized, well, the influencers by title really wasn't influencing anything.
Yeah.
Because in order to get those particular numbers, your content can't be X, Y, and Z.
Yo, and the amount of, like, it's this one chick I see on TikTok, an older lady, and the amount of content this woman puts out is crazy, bro. I'm talking like 10 videos a day.
A day.
Like, I gotta sleep for one, and I gotta go to work.
She's plugged in, but guess what? They getting paid. That is their job.
Yeah.
But they're plugged. They so plugged in. Now you put one of them little weird people in a social environment, and they don't know what to do. And that's what I'm seeing in the Hollywood rooms. You now have people that are used to just performing or creating for this little box. And so when you come into a scenario, it's award season, and you have to now be at the mixers. You don't know how to mix, and you're weird. Yo, you're weird.
Yo, okay, so it's the best concert you ever saw live.
Ooh. Prince.
You saw Prince?
Yep, I saw Prince.
Where at?
Musicology concert, Houston, Texas. Yeah, my Aunt Gwen took me to it, and it was the first time that I really got to see, okay, this is big, this is transformative for me, because this is the first time that I got a chance to see a black male performer do all of the things creativity-wise without being worried about being put in a sexualized box, or what's his sexuality. And it freed me as a creative, because a lot of things we don't do because we want to maintain, my masculinity, or I ain't gay, or I'm, like, and so it, in my opinion, it prevents the freedom that's required for an immersive and a memorable experience that you get from an artist. We typically only see that from female artists.
Prince was a wild motherfucker. This nigga had his ass out on TV.
Hey.
And bagged every broad in Hollywood.
Sometimes you got to take your ass out.
Crazy.
But when you think about it, that was a thing. And you look at these people that, I say honorable mention, of course, I went to Beyonce's last show, second to last show, Carver Carter. It was impeccable. It was amazing. I went to Missy Elliott's concert, like I just told you. That was phenomenal. To see Missy flying above the head and doing like, Missy, you like, let's go. And Busta coming out and killing it. But by that same measure, I've seen some people, newcomers that are killing. I went to Duran Bernard's show in New York, and that's a friend. And so it's always dope to be able to walk in on a friend and be like, yo, you on stage, you are the real thing, you are a thing. To see like an Emmy Seacrest live, to see one of the artists that I developed, T-Mar, on stage, it's a real thing. Hell, I'm a hell of a show. I'm a hell of a show.
Is there anything you feel like you can still improve on?
Absolutely. Getting to bigger stages.
Is that an improvement in you?
Yeah, because what I like to do is meant for bigger stages.
Okay.
I have a problem. Trying to truncate my ideas and my creative experience to this little box.
Okay.
That's very hard for me to do. And that's a muscle that you have to work. Like, think about it. Like, just the size of the stage doesn't mean that the experience shouldn't be, great. Like, for example, if I was asked to be, or if I had an opportunity to be on Tiny Desk, absolutely I would want to. But I would have to work to change my performing style to be conducive to that stage. And that's something I think all artists should think about. They should always, I didn't aspire to that younger in my career, so that wasn't something for me to think about. But now at this age, I realize, like, I can't only be prepared for the major stages.
Yeah.
By size.
Although I think that
for the younger stage.
I think that that's so underrated. Like somebody like John Legend, and you just come out with a piano and sing.
Exactly.
Like, that is just I think people kind of overlook that because it doesn't have like the big fancy ass production and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
With the ability to like capture people with one instrument and
But
well
we
two.
we we also we rude, bro. We rude, bro. Black people, we some of the most unsatisfied. I gotta damn near light myself on fire, do a spin and spin it out, hit the highest note, run down to the bottom note, come back up to a minor note, stay a little while, die on stage, resurrect for y'all. Be like, okay, you know.
I don't know,
We
man.
won't just go
No.
in on somebody. I watch these. There are some phenomenal singers out there that can't get, that we won't move for, that we won't show up for. So
I think
to provide a lifestyle
that
for
may be the
ourselves,
material they putting out though.
y'all don't want to hear that.
That's not
That's why we could talk about Sexy Red and not Gene Noble.
Now I will say that the Sexy Reds are promoted through the machine more so. Absolutely. Unquestionable. But
Partly, yeah.
there's something about going to a church that you've never been to, and that 55-year-old heavyset grandmother gets up there and sings to your soul.
Now, what grandma 55?
Nigga, I'm 53 and I got 6 grandkids. Trust me, I know.
No, my thing, what's happening right now? Nobody's going to church.
Yeah. Is it worth going to?
And then so there you have that. Reality is, even in the Bible, it will show you that we will, come to know the ways of God more as we get older, right? And as time goes by, some of these things are going to be revealed to us. We say that we serve a living God, but we want to stay in a dead space. Mm-hmm. We want to stay in just the didn't die. We want to stay there. Got it. He died. I need to pay this rent. Got it. He died. The SNAP benefits, they done. Yeah, he died. And yeah, I know he got up 3 days later, and even if I count him, that ain't 3. But okay, yeah, but we got that. What's next? And so I think when we look at it, nobody wants, after day in and day out of fighting just to survive, nobody wants to go somewhere that's supposed to be like a place of hope, to be ridiculed and told you're going to hell. Nobody wants that. When reality is, because we've forgotten what the purpose of the church was. The church was where we gathered. Yeah. The church is where we did say, oh, that 55-year-old grandmother that got up there and saying, oh, come to my church next Sunday. Hey, come to my church next Sunday. Hey, come to my prayer breakfast, and start getting fan base and start getting support. We didn't call it fans, but that's what it was. So that then an A&R came from a label and came to this church or came to this city, and everybody say, oh, it's this 55-year-old Sister Jenkins. You need to go see her. Boom. Okay, let's take her. Hey, Sister Jenkins, we're gonna change your name to J Money. And now we put, you know what I mean? Like there is a role for that. And the community is no longer a part of the role, because the community don't have a place to gather that we can just be.
You know, it's interesting. The brother I had on at 5 o'clock was a barber to the stars. And I asked him, was he disappointed in the barbershop experience currently? Because the barbershop, especially for Black men, was one of the few, if not the only space where we felt comfortable talking about grown man shit. Yeah. And we losing all. I say that to say we losing all of our community, like gas stations, if you will.
I got to be petty for a minute. You asked the barber to the stars a question about the community barbershop?
He's still got a barbershop though.
But the barber to, okay. One of my really, really good friends is Chef to the Stars.
Okay.
And automatically, when you say something is to the stars, if I hear that, I'm thinking one of 3 things. I can't afford you. If I ain't a star, it's not for me. Or I'm only going so I can have a connectivity to stars.
That makes sense.
So the conversation though, the question though, And this ain't no shade to whoever that is. You know, I'm gonna look them up, of course. But the reality is that's a conversation that says it's not about stardom. And no matter what, even if you own a community barbershop, you have a privatized brand.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the barber to the stars to see what I seen in Barbershop the movie.
I mean, but that doesn't mean that you can't still have, be culturally relevant, or that you still don't like his favorite thing was just cutting hair, just going to the barbershop and cutting hair. You know, the other shit was just
for the stars.
No, just to cut hair. The other shit, the star shit, just fell in his lap, literally. And he's a fucking good barber. But
what I'm saying is by name. It's by the name, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Like we're in this promotional space. If your passion is about cutting hair, understand that the title is not that you can't cut celebrities or stars.
I got
what but the title is a non-inclusive title.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get you got a point there. Yeah, it definitely
that's just something to consider. You know, I tell my friend all the time, I'm like, you only cook for the stars since you chef to the stars.
Yeah, if I'm Googling like barbers and it says barber to the stars, I automatically feel like I priced myself out of that haircut.
That's all I'm saying.
Although I cut my shit for free in the bathroom because
so you missing the barbershop experience too.
Well, the last time I went, nigga, this shit was $50, and it was just me and this nigga because nobody takes walk-ins anymore. Everybody is a barber to the stars.
Everybody's a barber to the stars.
I only do.
Everybody is.
You fucking kidding me, bro?
I'm gonna tell you like this. They have to raise their prices because they have to survive, and the inflation of the country. It's not cheap to get me booked. Not if you want me to come and do deep, and I'm gonna come and do deep. So I got a band, So like, you got some. It is, but then here's the thing: if a man, just some simple math, if a barber can only cut about, let's say, 12 heads a day, right?
$600.
Boom. Now, if they was only charging 200,
you're still eating great. You making as much as
in today's day
nurses. Yes. Brother. Yes, and that's only working 5 days a week.
Brother, they not making that.
Well, and that also depends on where you at
and where you live.
Because if you doing that in California or New York, you live in a fucking crack house.
Exactly. I live in New York and I've been in LA for 15 years, so you know where I'm coming from with that. I'm like, they not surviving.
Right. But if you live in Cleveland, you're doing good. You're not rich, but you got a good living.
But are they charging that in Cleveland?
50? Yes, nigga, that's where I live at. $50 fucking dollars.
Man, that's because you over there going to the barber to the stars.
No, I was a regular. Just Google. And the last couple of times I went, it was $45 and $50. Crazy.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have that when I travel to certain cities.
Okay.
I don't have that when I travel to certain cities. I don't have that in a couple of locations out here in New York.
I'm doing something wrong.
You're doing something wrong. And but also people want a certain lifestyle. If I'm a barber, but I'm tapped into social media, I'm not gonna not get all the things that I see or the things to get because I'm trying to charge in a way that's fair or that's perceivably fair.
Mm-hmm.
See, our rates that we grew up thinking about when it turns to or comes to haircut, that's antiquated.
Yeah.
These younger kids, that's what they cost. They like, well, yeah, $50, that's good.
I want to go back to the days where $5 was gas money and I can get a haircut for $10.
Come on, time machine.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Come on, time machine.
Yo, I remember my first really nice apartment, $600 a month.
Mine was $1,000 flat, and that was a nice apartment.
Oh, where was that?
Nice.
It was in New York.
No, that was in Houston. That was in H-Town.
Oh, yo, man. Oh man, and
That was after I moved back from New York.
Oh, that must have been great financially.
Well, it was something. I'm about to switch over to this other thing.
Oh, okay. I'm like, man. So take this one off. All right.
There we go.
Yeah, and we're gonna mute that so you won't have to.
Yeah, I took it off.
Yeah,
man. It would have been, and that's why I say, had I knew what I knew then, you know, I didn't know what I was getting. I just knew there was a certain lifestyle that I wanted.
Yo, turn your phone to the side too, so we can get the landscape view.
Gotcha.
All right, that's perfect.
Bad. I just knew a lifestyle that I wanted to keep up with, you know, bro. So I didn't know the investment mindset and just the different things that I should have done, you know, while that was good. But now, you know, when I look at what it is that they're doing, we're obviously in a shift, and we're in a timeline shift, right? And so these kids, all they know are the rates that they have. So that's not a shock to them how much an apartment costs, or how much rent costs, or how much a mortgage costs, or a haircut, or whatever, right? So it's also why school and church and some of these old like infrastructures aren't working and aren't landing the same way, man. Because you're
feel
still
bad for them too, bro.
Yeah, you're saying you got kids in the school, man, making money, much more money than a teacher. You think I'm gonna listen to you? There's some problems here. You got kids right now that we're saying respect and listen, and their president can't respect or listen.
Man, we in horrible times, bro.
We're in horrible times, which means typically whenever horrible times have presented themselves, because this ain't the first time it was a horrible time, but whenever horrible times presented themselves, it was the creative industry that had to be the moral backbone, the emotional support. And what we've effectively done is remove that type of music, that type of movie, that type of TV show, that type of magazine, that type of radio show. We removed them from the spotlight. So we're going down, and we're going down fast, all because we won't dare to do something different, because we think that if we play the game, we may accidentally win. And most of us are still not. I just told a client, there's 100,000 songs that drop a month.
Really?
100,000. Google it. 100,000. And that's estimated. How many songs get released on streaming platforms a month? 100,000 a month, bruh.
Yeah, that's way too much.
But everybody thought it was good. What, the internet is so good out there that anybody can release? You just go and release that. How is that good? How?
Oh, because you either got to be really, really great or absolutely horrible where people want to laugh at you.
And who's come out that's really, really, really great recently? I'll give you a couple. Doechii. But Doechii's been in the game a long time. They just now getting on her. Jasmine Sullivan. Superb.
Okay, but she fucking scares me.
Why? What she scare you?
The whole busting out my window shit.
You late. She went from being busting out your windows to now she want to be a hoe.
Right, because that never went away though. She still busts your windows out. And that makes it even worse. It's not just about fucking you.
Bro, we gotta do it. See, now we need an accountability show. Cause what you did, I ain't never had nobody bust my, like, so what you been doing?
Yo, I've had somebody try to run me over before.
What you do?
Actually, on that particular, well,
see,
yeah, but I didn't deserve to fucking get ran over. And in that particular instance, like, yeah, I hadn't done anything at that time. So, no,
that time was crazy.
I've had a woman jump on me.
Bro, this sounded like it's a trend. What you doing to these women?
I listen. That's it. And apparently, there's some unicorn shit.
It drives them crazy. You listen.
I listen though. Yes. And
how did it go from talking to running you over with a car, bro? You stopped listening. You stopped listening.
No, I was listening to too many people at the time.
Oh, you had many ears. Come on. Yeah.
I was Dr. Phil.
Many, 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 many years. Man, no. I'm
I,
gonna tell you, it's some things. I think that what's dope about that is I like being able to follow somebody's journey. We done went from busting your windows out the car to, being now looked at as one of the dopest vocalists of a generation. You know,
Mhm.
and I think that it's supposed to like you're supposed to be growing up at that age. She was supposed to want to bust your windows out the car if that was her experience.
Yes. And it was so relatable. Like, there's a lot of people, myself included,
Mhm.
I never had that particular, but I get it. I get
Yeah,
the energy.
yeah.
And to be quite honest, there's something to be said for a woman willing to go to that extreme.
That's what I'm saying. Something
Oh,
happened. Now imagine
no, no, no.
if
I want
she
the
had been in the
passion.
industry that long before. She had been in the game before that, bro. Like that wasn't her introduction.
It wasn't. Yo, see, I didn't know that. That's the first thing, that was kind of like my first introduction to her.
Oh no, man. No, she had been in the game. Been in the game.
Okay, so
Most of the people that's been in the game are more dope than the appreciation that we get or the return on our life
oh
investment.
my God, you ain't lying about that.
Yeah.
People don't get. And we were talking about Bobby Brown earlier, and the level of superstardom that man possessed during one segment of this galaxy, this
Yeah.
planet we're on.
Yes.
That nigga was the biggest thing going.
Going. You pull Whitney Houston
Oh my God. And she might not have been like the resume he had was crazy.
and you pull Whitney Houston.
Man, no, and she loved. Everybody deserves to be loved like those two loved each other. I ain't talking about all the other shit, but the love they have for each other seemed to be very real and very strong.
And everybody knew it. Dave Hollister got a song called Please Tonight. And on there he said, and you love me like Whitney loved Bobby, because we knew what it was.
Nigga, she loved. For I heard allegedly this nigga got kidnapped, and she shows up in the hood with a bag full of $100,000 to get this nigga out.
I believe it.
That's so. Yo,
I believe it.
yo, I don't want to get kidnapped, but unfortunately, if I did, I want somebody that's willing to show up with a bag full of money for my ass.
Well, I mean, you told me that your superpower is listening. So just go listen to the they'll show up.
I also told you that she tried to run me over, so there's that. And they might just leave my ass
Don't
kidnapped.
listen to too many, bro. You got just hone in your list.
All right, so I know we almost got to wrap it up. But I got to, and I normally ask the same question, but you've been on the show before, so I got a different one for you. It's a new one I'm working on.
Okay.
Would you prefer $1 billion or immortality?
Oh yeah, $1 billion. I don't want to be here for this shit forever.
And you know what? A couple things that I had never even considered when I came up with that question. Because somebody was like, "Well, when the world ends, you just be sitting in space by yourself." That would be really fucked up.
Yeah, you just here. It's bad. I don't. I. Mm. People want to leave the country. About my media training kicked in, um, because of what's going on.
Mhm.
So you think I want to stay anywhere forever?
I don't think people just talk shit. There ain't nobody going nowhere really.
And there are people like I personally know people.
Really, they left the country?
Man, out of here.
Where'd they go?
Hmm.
I mean, what's a good country to go to? Like what's a
Brazil.
really? Oh, see, I don't want to go to no country where. Oh, I've
There's a
seen some
space.
pictures.
There's Bahia, Brazil. One of my favorite places I've ever been in my
Mhm.
life. It's the second highest concentration of Black people outside of Africa. You should add it to your bucket list to go and experience. It's life changing. I didn't
Really?
realize until I got there that that's where Michael Jackson filmed and came up with the "They Don't Really Care About Us" joint. I didn't realize till I got there that a month or so before that, that's when Beyonce went over there with her Renaissance project. I didn't realize that the year before that, that's when Viola Davis went over there with the Woman King, I think it was. Like there's something magical there for Black people there.
Mm.
I would absolutely live there.
Man, some beautiful motherfuckers in Brazil.
You hear me?
Yo, I seen the pictures and the videos. Cool, buddy.
I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you, my business coach is in Colombia.
I don't know if I can do Colombia.
He's there and he has the best experience. He got stuck over there during the pandemic and then chose to stay.
Really?
Yeah, man. There's a
And
lot.
this shit ain't cheap over there, from what my understanding.
There's a lot of misinformation, Doc. There's a lot of misinformation here that we get about our standings as it compares to other countries. And you know, every place has its pros and its cons, don't get me wrong. But I think that most people are only talking about leaving because they can't afford to. And they're afraid ultimately to leave their friends that won't go on, the friends and family that won't go nowhere. See, as much as we like to act like we don't like community, it's actually who we are.
Yeah,
We
we don't have a
actually are,
choice, really.
we are a communal people. You don't want to
Yeah.
leave Big Mama and them and you don't win. Because if you're really that convicted about leaving, that's because you know that it's bad.
Yeah.
So there's a guilt that comes from leaving, you know, your loved ones and something that bad. It's that bad that you want to go. There's a guilt, and so
And you got
I
a safety
actually,
net.
it will kind of sort of not if they burn in a net, but what I would say then instead of if you're going to stay, if you can't leave and you're going to stay, then help build a stronger net. Don't
Yeah.
just be here. Do something. Since you here and you can't go, then like maybe turn the TV off, like K Dot said. Go find something else that can actually counter the attacks that's coming that are present because it's happening in real time. And we can't laugh and entertain ourselves to death. It's here. What
Yeah.
you gonna do? Because after a while, even if there was a mass exodus, we keep operating under the entitlement that another country's just gonna let us in because we bought a flight. There's a limited number of seats on flights. There's a limited amount of people that another country's gonna take in before you're the refugee.
Yeah, I don't want the Brazilian ICE niggas coming to chase me down.
So you got to wake up now and build what you can build now. That way you could just vacation to Brazil like I do.
Man, that sounds nice. But if people want to get in touch with you, they want to check out Birthright, whatever, book you, let me know how you get in touch with you.
Right now, I want the people to really tap into Birthright. It really talks about your right to life and what all the things that you're entitled to just because you're born. Your right to really live, your right to community, your right to unity, your right to freedom of expression, your right to save, your right to experience, your right to travel, your right to dance, your right to fuck, your right to your religious beliefs, your right to your sexuality. This all of these things is very important now to find music like that. So yeah, go search out Birthright. It's on all the streaming platforms. It's spelled this correct way. You can put in Birthright and then my name Deep, spelled with one E, DEP. That's why my man's messed up my name earlier. You know,
I fixed it.
And then y'all can find me everywhere.
Actually, that was intentional.
Oh, my bad. Plans I got. But y'all can find me at Think Deep everywhere, y'all. ThinkDeep. All socials and my official website, thinkdeep.com. I'm doing some shows. Next cities that's up, New Orleans, ATL. What's good?
Yo, when you got shows in New Orleans?
I'm working on that for December, the first weekend of December, actually.
Yo, man, I've been in New Orleans, man.
Yo,
loved it. Hated the food. Loved the people.
Yo, you hated the food?
Ass, completely ass.
Where you was eating at, bro?
I don't know, and I hope I never have to go back. As far as the food is concerned.
See, and that's why you had the wrong experience.
I did.
Let me call the chef to the star. She'll tell you where to go.
Oh my, yeah, please do. Cause man, food wise, trash. But really, really, really love the city and definitely looking forward to going back.
Yeah, the energy in New Orleans is unparalleled. It's one of them places. That's why they call it the Big Easy, because you can just be.
Yeah. And them niggas speak a whole nother language down there. That shit was like,
oh yeah, that Creole is good.
Yo, it's different. Anyway, man, yo, it is always a pleasure, man.
Always a pleasure, King.
Dope conversations. Come on, bro. You already know.
Always, I already love you. You know, I gotta leave with nothing is happenstance, y'all. So do everything on purpose. Yeah, and everything you do, think deep.
And on that note, have a phenomenal evening on purpose, bro.
Peace, you too, brother.
Peace. Y'all have a good one. I'm out of here. This has been another episode. Hold on. This has been another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. I'm your host, Jobs, and you guys have a great day. Just fucking with you. I'll be back next week, 5 o'clock. Holler.